Live from DTV Studios, your top news source with Matthew Smith Jr., Hannah Livingston, and Trace Clinton on sports.
Election day is almost here. Information for voters is on the way.
Big change may be coming to the Davison Schools calendar.
And Davison athletes fight for state championships. All this and more, DTV News starts right now. Many students here in Davison are voting for the first time in just a few days. I'm Matthew Smith.
And I'm Hannah Livingston. DTV hit the campaign trail to bring back everything you'll need to know about this year's election.
From Washington to Lansing to your hometown, decisions made impacts us right here in mid-Michigan. And with the 2014 elections being tomorrow, there are many things people are concerned about, including jobs, education, and fixing Michigan's crumbling roads. Two big races are going to be on your ballot tomorrow, including the governor's race and the race for the United States Senate. Running for governor are Rick Snyder and Mark Schauer. Schauer, who's the Democrat on the ticket, the former congressman, says his plans for Michigan include growing the economy from the middle out, investing more in education, and helping small businesses.
We need to vote. I mean, turnout is the key. We know that people here are angry about Rick Snyder's pension tax, his billion-dollar cuts to public education, an economy that may work for the wealthy but not most Michiganders. They realize that the change is in their hands. And I have a vision for Michigan that will make public education our #1 priority, reverse tax increases on the middle class and retirees, and create an economy that works for everyone.
On the Republican side of your ballot, you will find Rick Snyder, who is running for another 4 years as Michigan's governor. His plans for Michigan and what he is focused on is getting more and better jobs, keeping a balanced budget, and continuing the road to recovery, which includes recovering the cities who are struggling.
We're taking care of those issues, so we'll have a bright future, not just for us, but for our kids, and building a foundation for decades to come. That's exciting. Let's not go back to the lost decade. Let's not let professional politics mess up Michigan again. It's time for us to work together.
Moving on to the U.S. Senate race, where we find Gary Peters and Terry Lynn Land. Peters, a current congressman running as a Democrat, says he wants to strengthen the middle class, raise minimum wage, and crack down on China.
We have to stand up for the things that working men and women in this state need. We need to make sure that folks who put in a fair day get a fair wage, which is why we have to increase the minimum wage in this country across the board.
Also running for the U.S. Senate is Terry Lynn Land, who is a Republican. She's focusing on securing the borders, paving the roads, and putting Michigan first.
We made government work for the people, and right now government isn't working. You got Senator Harry Reid, who has not brought up over 400 bills that are in Congress right now to the Senate. They're about the economy, they're about energy security, the Keystone Pipeline, health care, all of that. We've been traveling all around Michigan during this campaign. We've been campaigning for over a year now, talking about putting Michigan first. And when I talk to folks, they're concerned about jobs.
If you're not sure where the closest polls are to you, you can go to michigan.gov/vote to track one down. The polls are open from 7 in the morning until 8 at night. Make sure to get out and vote.
Davison is exploring new ways to improve learning. Research shows knowledge is retained better with small breaks. So Davison administrators are exploring the idea of a balanced calendar. A balanced calendar would shorten summer vacation, but would also allow for small breaks during the year.
We need to be always focused on how do we put those kids first, and we think that maybe moving to a district-wide balanced calendar might be the next step.
Both Hill and Central Elementary have already switched to the balanced calendar and are testing it out for the whole community.
Moving on to meetings for the week, The Creative Writing Club has a meeting tomorrow after school in room 267. Make sure you get there on time so you don't miss the guest speaker. Sophomores need to wake up bright and early this Wednesday for a class meeting to discuss fundraisers. This will be at 9 in the morning in room 305. If you cannot attend, please see Miss Adams or Miss Draper. And also on Wednesday, the NHS has a meeting in the auditorium at 8:45. If you cannot make it to the morning meeting, come to room 300 after school.
You can help a family while enjoying a delicious treat. Student Council is selling donuts and cider before school this Wednesday at the gym entrance. You only need $1.50 and all the funds from the sale will be given to a family in need. And if you can't make it this week, then come back next Wednesday.
The Davison Quiz Bowl team has made it to round 1 tournament to play on WKAR's Quiz Busters. Davison will compete against Okemos on Tuesday, November 11th. You can come cheer on the team and be a part of the TV audience. Pick up a flyer in the main office for more details.
Cool to Care has kicked off this week.
We have information on how you can help give back to your community.
And coming up in sports, the varsity football team has been staying up a little bit past their bedtime. If you don't know what I mean, I'll tell you all about it when we return.
So clearly.
Take the ball, take the ball.
I hated losing more than anything.
Don't let him get by, box him out.
Every loss put me one step closer to going over the edge. And sometimes, it almost did. But something else mattered more than winning.
You get it. Thanks.
Sportsmanship.
And all new all-state runners among us, the girls golf team swung their way to state finals, and the winter sports season is coming up fast. I'm Trace Clinton for DTV Sports. Let's get started. The boys and girls cross-country elite headed down to the Michigan International Speedway to battle the state's best competition. Davison's own Joe Renner and Nick Schmidt both pulled ahead of the field, finishing 22nd and 33rd, respectively. Joe Renner was named an all-state runner and also broke the DHS school record with a time of 15 minutes and 45.1 seconds. Crossing the finish line at 22nd was more than just a number for Joe.
I feel great right now. I mean, it's a surreal feeling. Last year I was 139th. I didn't think I'd make it, but here I am. I knew right away because actually my fellow spectators, my fans came out today and they were yelling me at some corners and telling me like 26 Joe, 26, and I knew I had to either catch a few people or get caught, so I went and caught a few people.
Congrats goes out to Joe and the rest of the team, showing off what Cardinal Country has to offer. Birdies, Eagles, and Triumph came to the girls golf team as they marched their way to state finals in Battle Creek. Led by senior Gabby Stevens and sisters Carson and Cameron Johnston, the girls golf team achieved rank number 2 in the state for a reason. After a 2-day, 36-hole competition, the ladies swung a total of 682 strokes downrange and finished 5th place overall at states. Great job, ladies, and good luck next year. Long before football season began, our Cardinals were grinding workouts in the summer heat. Conditioning is just the beginning, however, and the real fun starts when they bust out the pads. And this year, new head coach Kyle Zimmerman wanted to make the first full day of speed practice extra special, and I was there to see it all for myself.
Actually, it was kind of their idea. They asked if we could get under the lights and start at midnight, like they see some of the colleges doing, and at Midnight Madness for basketball. So with a new program and trying to create some energy with the community, we had some people out here. Anything to kind of keep their energy up and to get them out here and to get a good work in.
Bring the energy, he did. Late into the night of August 14th, the varsity football team gathered under the lights to begin the first fully padded, full contact, full speed practice.
Kind of a tradition a lot of schools do. They come out here at 12 o'clock, officially the first time they can start hitting, and being our senior year, we finally talked our coach into letting us do it, and he said, go for it. It'd be kind of cool to come out here, at midnight when everybody else is sleeping.
Up. Good, there you go. Good.
Head coach Kyle Zimmerman brought his team to the field with the energy and with a purpose.
Not just going to line up and go one-on-one and see who can hit each other the hardest. That doesn't serve any purpose. Okay? Remember, everything that we do has a purpose towards getting better towards August 28th.
To reinforce the hype surrounding Davison's first game versus Fenton on August 28th, Zimmerman declared it an open practice. Anyone in the community could stop by to get a small taste of what to expect from the Cards this season.
I think they're kind of curious. I think they see all the stuff out there and they want to see what is all that energy about.
Just taking in the environment. I like what's going on. I like the new coach. Some good things about to happen.
Along with the new coaching staff comes an entirely new style of football, and Zimmerman is confident that his system could be the best we've ever had.
I would think one of the strengths is going to be obviously up front. We have some pretty good size and some experience coming back on both sides of the ball up front, defensive line-wise and offensive line-wise. But we have some talented kids that maybe in a previous system didn't fit the mold, but I think they fit well with what we do offensively, and we've kind of tweaked what we do to fit them better.
Watching the boys in maroon, one can visibly see they are ready for anything.
Hopefully things come together, go 14-0, make it to full field, but that's a big proposition. Being with we don't have the largest team for Division I state, but we're all coming together real nicely, and with the new coaches, we're putting in the work, and I think we're going to have a good run at the playoffs this year.
The boys were out in the field until 2 a.m., and Coach Zimmerman made it clear that Davison football is trying to outwork everyone else. Can't wait to see what next season has in store for all of us. With the fall season coming to a close, winter sports will be kicking off soon. The hockey team skates out to Pirani's Arena this upcoming Saturday, November 22nd, to face off against Grand Ledge High School. Girls basketball runs onto the court Tuesday, December 2nd against Flushing at home, and the boys face Saginaw Heritage on Monday, December 8th. And finally, wrestling kicks off its opener Wednesday, December 10th at Midland. Best of luck to everybody this season, and if you're not a winter athlete, be sure to head out and support your Cards in the student section. Well, Davison, that's it for sports today, so I'll throw it back to Matt and Hannah on the desk for the rest of your news. Guys?
Thanks, Trace. The season of giving is on the way, and members of Davison are giving back. The Cool to Care donation drive is back at the high school, and we have a goal to shatter the record. If every student donates just 10 items, then we would have a total of 16,000, which is double our total from last year. Bring in cans, non-perishable food items, and personal items. You can also donate cash. $1 equals 2 cans. These donations will go to Outreach East and be given back to the people in Davison that need it.
2 colleges will be visiting this Wednesday. Delta College will be here at 9 in the morning, and Mott Community College will follow at 10.
Coming up tomorrow on DTV, we will have all the details for our new special on poverty called A Life with Less.
While scrolling through your Twitter feed tonight, make sure to go to DTV_official and click that follow button to stay updated with Davison sports and news.
Tomorrow on DTV, the middle school orchestra concert will be live at 7 p.m. and then on Thursday, the middle school band concert will be live at 7 as well.
If you want to rewatch the election story before you vote, just go to our website, dtvnews.org, and press Watch DTV Now.
Cool to Care has started, and I've already brought in some cans, and I'm really excited to help some people this year.
Well, Hannah, we doubled our goal from last year from 8,000 to 16,000, and I mean, it's ambitious, but I mean, if everyone donates, I think we can hit it.
Well, it sure is a great cause. Well, that'll do it for us today, Davison. I'm Matthew Smith alongside Trace Clinton and Hannah Livingston. You have a good one.